I think I'm live now. It's always hard to tell. I'll get used to it at some point, I'm sure. Anyways, hello. I started late yesterday, so I figured might as well start early today, right? Quote unquote make up for it. Yeah. I've just woken up because my sleep schedule is very, very good. So if the model is looking a little bit grumpy or something, that'll be why. But I'm not gonna linger on that too much because we got a game to play, don't we? Yeah. So let me switch this over. Here we go. And we're gonna continue just where we left off, assuming everything is working. Which I hope someone will tell me. At some point.
Talk about your captain. Oh? What was that?
So what were we doing actually? Me and Capon finally reached Trotsky, but since we looked like beggars, the gate guards didn't believe we were messengers and wouldn't let us in to see von Burgow. Burgov? We ended up in a tavern and some bohemian name. Now we have to rack our brains and figure out what to do next. I'm gonna talk to the woman from the pond, aren't I?
Oh,
This lady.
hi. Poor Captain Thomas might never get back on his feet. Him and his men were attacked by bandits. Most of them are dead.
Jesus Christ!
Lord von Berghoff is beside himself.
Suddenly
He
feels
won't allow his soldiers
like
out
the
the
game is a
castle.
bit too loud.
Ah, so
But that might
while
just be
we're
me.
searching for the wine. Wait a moment. I'll be right back.
I think it's slightly too loud. Let me adjust that. Let's try it there. Okay. Let's keep it on that.
I hear one of them nomads is an acrobat who does all kinds of tricks.
Sorry to bother you, but I've seen you before.
Oh, eh? I don't remember. Hold on, are you the boy that cleans the pit under the castle shitting hole?
I do no such thing. You were attacked by bandits.
You were attacked by those bandits.
What bandits? What are you on about?
The pond.
You were attacked at the pond. You, some other women, and so were we as it happens.
I have no idea what you're on about. I work at the castle, and I wasn't at any pond.
She seems a bit defensive, doesn't she? Why are you being defensive?
What are you playing at, woman? We were attacked by bandits. They killed a lot of people and groped you. If it wasn't for me...
Then what? I'm telling you, I wasn't at any pond. Blimey! I've heard lots of men try
right,
to woo
fair
me
enough.
with tall stories.
Do you have a sister?
But this is the most pathetic attempt yet.
Here's your wine. Is this vagabond bothering you?
I can handle the likes of him myself. Thanks for the wine. Bye.
Look, please. I don't know what's up with you, but I know you were there. I need your help. You owe me that much. But we need to get to von Berghoff, and you're the only one who can confirm who we are.
You can't get into the castle. And even if you could, that was the king's messenger. Von Berghoff is getting ready to ride out.
Shit.
If you want to speak to him, the best place would be Samin's wedding. He'll be there. For sure.
No, wait.
And don't ever lay your hands on me again!
Oh, sorry.
What are you gaping at? Have you nothing better to do?
But did you see her, though? She had a really nice figure. Of course I'm gaping.
Why are you standing here like a pillar of salt? Are you ready?
Always ready.
Always ready.
Glad to hear
Time to
it.
work.
You pair ordered a lot more than you paid for, so you work your debt off, like I said.
All right.
All right. What do you want us to do?
Over there by the gate, there's a cart with sacks of flour from the mill. My old man was meant to take them into the house. But as soon as he got a sniff of work, he vanished into thin air.
You're
the
right,
second
Red.
door in
It
there leads
doesn't-
to the pantry. That's why I need you to haul the sacks. You have to lay each sack on the planks, so they don't touch the damp floor and go moldy. If you just chuck it on the floor in the corner, it'll spoil. So do it properly. 2 men can finish the work in a jiffy, and then we'll be quits.
All right.
All right, we'll do it. Carrying a few sacks won't kill us. For sure, it's less daunting work than fighting bandits in the woods.
Aye, it's terrible about them bandits. We never had nothing like that here before. Like it or not, you can't pay what you owe me, so I'm putting you to work. Is that clear?
Bet I could if I sold those
Alright.
potions I made earlier, though.
We'll do it.
Glad to hear it. I can see you ain't stuck up like your mate. Where are you actually from, if you don't mind me asking?
We come from Ratai, don't we?
Rat-eye.
Rat-tie. That rings a bell. I ain't been further than the back off me whole life, but I know this place inside and out.
Anyway, you didn't miss much, Fred. Remember the woman in the blue dress from last time? She was denying that she'd been at the pond, because I went over to talk to her, because, you know, she's seen us before, and she could maybe vouch for who we are. She denied having ever been at the pond, but then secretly gave us a bit of information about the Lord or whatever, saying he would be at a wedding. And that's about it, really. But she was being, like, odd and defensive about it, as though maybe she didn't want people around to hear that she'd been there. So maybe she wasn't allowed to be there or something. What's it like living
What's
in
life
this
like
place?
here?
Better
wonder.
now that you and your pal have finally had a wash.
Doing our best, miss.
Truth to tell, it used to be better. The war might be far away, but more and more young lads are going away to fight. But then there's a shortage of folk to do the work around here, and that's a big problem.
Well, I can imagine. Is he recruiting soldiers?
Is von Berghoff recruiting men at arms?
No, von Berghoff ain't got nothing to do with that. They go of their own free will. They're fed up of ordinary work, so they try their luck elsewhere. It don't occur to them they might not come back. They just see easy earnings. Then the old folks have to do their work in the fields.
It's unfortunate. Heard something about a wedding.
I heard some talk about some wedding being planned here.
Ah, nobody's talking about nothing else. Young Lord Samin is marrying Agnes, the daughter of Thrush, our Truscovitz bailiff.
Oh,
And it's going to be a grand affair. When rich folks get married, that's a feast that's a lot different from when some tanner gets hitched to a bathouse wench.
Well, I can imagine. And where might that be?
Where's the wedding going to be?
At Samin, of course. I expect old Sir Jan and our bailiff will try to outdo each other in showing off their wealth.
Seems likely. Can I go?
Could I get to the wedding somehow?
I don't know about that, lad. It's for invited guests only.
Oh, fair enough.
Who is this Semin?
Can't you tell by the name? The Lord of Samin. The fort in the village belonged to
Well, that
him.
makes sense.
Old Jan Samin is the head of the family. And his son's called Olda. And it's him who's getting itched. They used to be a rich family.
Is he the
Their
oldest son?
glory's faded a bit, but they still have
Sorry.
some clout.
I shouldn't pun. I know it's in bad taste.
Will Lord von Burgov be at the wedding?
How should I know what his lordship's plans are? But most likely he will be. Samine is his vassal.
It seems that's really our only chance.
What's that?
Oh, nothing.
Nothing
If you want
at all.
to find out more, there's a couple of invited guests having an ale over there. Young Svatja there. He's the bride's brother. He can be a bit of a pain, but he's a good lad at heart.
All
I'll
right.
go and discuss it with my friend then.
And careful with them socks. I don't want you ripping them or anything like that.
No.
What can I get
Oh well.
for you?
Don't worry. I really don't know what order to do this next in. Well, let's find out more about the wedding, shall we?
Here it comes.
Taking their time again.
Cheers. Aye.
If I can.
Greetings. Are you the bailiff, son?
Hi, that's me. Who are you?
Oh shit, he's the bailiff's son. Henry of Skalitz.
I'm Henry of Skalitz, son of Sir Radzig Cobbler of Dvorets.
That's a long name.
Sure is.
I'll probably forget after a few tankards anyway.
That's fine.
What do you want? You don't think you're gonna wangle some coin out of me, do you?
No, no. I'll just have a couple of questions.
Ask away. I have plenty of time.
I probably shouldn't try to get into the wedding right away, right? Build some rapport first.
What's going on here in the region apart from that?
Apart from the bandits, nothing much. Life's peaceful enough. The war has steered clear of us, thankfully. Lord von Burgov is respected throughout the kingdom. But high politics is nothing for me. I don't stick my nose into it.
Okay, I guess.
I heard there's going to be a big wedding in these parts.
Aye, that's true. My sister is marrying young Lord Samine. A big affair. Guests from the whole region will come. Maybe from as far away as Gutenberg. Even von Burgov will come. That's how important our family is.
Look,
Oh, good for you.
I need to pass on an important message to von Burgov. But I can't get into the castle because of what happened to us. Do you think you could...
Invite you? Not a chance. I don't know you from Adam.
It would
Fair.
only be for a while.
Look, loads of lackeys like you will be needed at the wedding. Try asking for a job. I'm not saying you're sure to get to von Burgov that way, but you can try.
That's not a bad idea, actually. Alright, thank
Thanks.
you. I don't want to push
I
my
have
luck.
to be off.
Wait a moment. Since you're here, do you play dice? It occurred to me we could roll a few. What do you say?
I've got nothing to wager.
That's a shame. It's no fun if there's nothing at stake. You know what? If you beat me, we'll work
Ooh.
something out with the wedding.
Alright,
Invite us, you mean?
You'd have to beat me first. And that's not going to happen.
let's play.
We'll see about that. Let's play.
You really are desperate to get to the wedding, huh?
No, at this point, I just want to play dice.
Oh, Fortuna, may the best player win.
Indeed. Oh, that's a solid start. 1,000 right off the bat. Alright, cool. Do I need to explain this dice game, by the way? I don't know if I did a good job of it last time.
I bought a lovely U-boat.
It's a fairly simple game, in fairness.
Finished. Your turn.
Oh my god. Well, I guess fortune favors me today, doesn't it?
I'll have a beer.
My
And I win.
God,
Bloody hell. You've played before. Admit it.
I have.
True.
I have.
Can't deny it.
Thank God we weren't playing for coin. You'd have cleaned me out.
Oh,
But
you
we
bet.
were playing for something else. So I hope you're going to keep your word.
Well, it's not that easy, you know. I can't just
Kept
invite
losing
every
badly.
Tom,
Yeah,
Dick, and Harry.
that's what
Only
happens
my
when you
old man
gamble.
can do that.
You were lying then?
A bit. But look on the bright side. We had a game, and you didn't lose anything.
Yeah, I didn't win anything either.
You can still get to the wedding as a lackey. If you make an effort.
All right. Still, I got to play dice. That's fine. Hired hand, villager. Because I think the barkeep mentioned something about the blacksmith, so I'm gonna talk to this
Greetings
guy.
to you.
Likewise,
Or
lad.
these
I
two,
haven't seen
rather.
you here before. Where are you from?
I'm not local. How honest should I be here? I don't know. I could say we're messengers, but nobody's gonna believe that still. If I say I'm a runaway, that has a bad ring to it, so I guess I'm not local.
Well, I'm not from around here. I'm just an ordinary tradesman who minds his own business.
An ordinary tradesman, you say?
Relatively
I find
speaking.
that hard to believe. Me and Crazel have had our eye on you for a while now.
You look like beggars, but you talk like learned fellows. You two are an odd pair, all right.
A little bit.
Do me a favor. It's obvious they're two hard-up students or apprentices. What do they call you, lad?
Henry of
Henry
Scallops.
of Scallops.
Fancy yourself a noble, it seems.
Close enough.
So, Henry, what was it you were after?
Since you've joined us.
Looking for work?
I'm looking for work.
And what can you do?
I can do a lot of things. But mainly, I'm a blacksmith.
Bugger me. A blacksmith, you say? That makes two of us.
I know, right?
My apprentices have just vanished along with my goods, the bastards. When I'm swamped with work, let's shake on it.
Why work in the smithy when you can work in my mill? The job's cleaner and less grueling.
Oi, I asked him first.
I prefer the smithy, actually. I really do.
My own pa was a blacksmith, so I spent my whole childhood at the forge. I know how to handle a hammer and bellows.
Bugger me, that's a lot more than the last lot I had. Whenever you're passing by that way, drop into my forge in Takov and ask for Radovan. That's me.
All right. Can do. What do you know about the wedding?
I heard there's going to be a big wedding in these parts. What do you know about it?
That's right. A big affair in Sameen.
Everyone wants to go.
And anyone who's not invited is trying to worm their way in somehow. Not me, though.
Not me either, I promise.
Boss.
Because you weren't invited, eh?
Of course I was invited. But what do I care about young Sameen and the bailiff's lass? We're all just playthings in God's hands. One day, our earthly bonds will vanish in time, like smoke.
Trying to sound clever again, are you, Crazel?
All I'm saying is that these petty affairs of men leave me cold.
Sod that, it's gonna be big. Even Lord von Burgo himself is gonna be at the wedding. And he hardly ever shows his face in public.
Oh, damn. Is it possible to get in without an invite? Or how can I get to the wedding? Why am I having trouble with dialogue choices?
Could someone get to the wedding without an invitation?
Someone? You mean? Forget it, looking like that.
Well, I think it might be possible, using certain methods. Play of light
Keep
and
sticking to the
shadow, a
stereotype
cloak
as well.
Black as
I see.
night.
What are you going on about? More Miller's witchery?
All right, all right. I won't say another word.
Semin's bound to keep a damn close eye on his big day. So you won't get in without an invitation.
All right. Fair enough.
About that job,
I look forward to seeing you at the Takov smithy.
I'll look forward to getting there.
I've got to be going.
Wait, there's something else I want to ask.
All right.
What's your story? Are you students? Apprentices?
You ain't, are you? You look too scruffy.
We're messengers who were supposed to deliver a letter to Sir Otto von Berghoff. We set up camp down by the pond, and in the evening we were attacked by bandits. They slaughtered our men. It was only through luck that we saved our skins. We lost everything, even the letter. So they wouldn't let us into the castle.
Can't say I'm surprised. I'd send you packing myself. But it's true, there's bandits marauding in these parts. They're getting bolder and bolder. Even attacked a patrol from the castle recently.
Aye.
Might have been
these
too much
are evil
information, Henry.
times. Nothing never happened like that in King Charles's day.
Careful who might
Farewell,
overhear
then,
you.
Henry.
Farewell.
Anyway, let's see what Hans is bitching about.
I talked to that woman from the pond.
So I noticed, and you took your time coming back to me. It didn't look like she was too pleased to see you, though.
The main thing is, she denied ever being at the pond.
It's definitely her, though.
Don't bitch at me for taking my time to get back. I found a way into the wedding, didn't I? Technically.
You don't forget a figure like hers.
I got the feeling she didn't want to talk about it for some reason. I did get something out of her, though.
What? Don't keep me in suspense.
Von Berghoff is about to leave the castle.
Sacre! If he pledges to Sigismund before we can get to him, everything's fucked.
Calm down, let me finish. There's also going to be a big wedding in the region. Young Sir Older, the son of a respected nobleman from nearby Semin
Young Sir
Forest,
Older.
is marrying Agnes, the daughter of Thrush, the local bailiff. It's the talk of the town. Invitation only, it seems. But getting to the wedding isn't as impossible as it might seem. There'll be lots of jobs to do for it. So we could get there as help for the blacksmith, or miller, and maybe someone else.
Why should some wedding in a shithole near Trotsky be of any interest to us?
Because it looks like von Berghoff will be there.
Oh, that's fantastic news, Henry. So all we have to do is get on the guest list.
Correct.
And that shouldn't be a problem because you've got a cunning plan, right?
Yeah, work for the blacksmith.
Like I said, there's going to be a lot of work involved in a wedding like that. That's our chance.
Work. Well, if you want. But how will you get me to the wedding?
Well, I thought we could both get jobs there.
I'm sure there are other options.
There's something else we have to sort
He's a
out
bit
first.
spoiled.
I spoke to the innkeeper.
I noticed that too.
And we can work off our debt. All we have to do is carry a few sacks of flour from that cart to the pantry. If we both do it, we'll be finished in no time.
Lug sacks? Are you yanking my noble pizzle?
I'm serious.
No thanks.
I can't work. I'm a noble. What if someone saw me?
What if someone saw you? You look like shit anyway. Right now. I mean. I hope he doesn't kill me for this.
Do you have any idea what you look like?
Well, all right. I may not look much like a noble, but my blood's still blue. People will remember my face, and when everything's cleared up, word will get around that I lugged sacks here like some beggar, as if the disgrace at the gate wasn't enough. Ugh!
I mean, fine, fair enough, I guess I'll do it, but...
Work, your lordship, is an activity that all us common folk have to do when we need money. And it wouldn't hurt you for once either.
Henry, haven't you ever heard of the 3 states of man?
I haven't.
That'd be
I'm
some
sure you're gonna
aristocratic
enlighten me, though.
excuse.
Not so fast. It's God's law. Oratoris, the priests who pray for us. Laboratoris, the plebs who shovel shit and pay taxes. And Bellatoris, the warriors who protect the ones on their knees or in the fields. Now, which am I?
I reckon
So
you
if
fancy
you
yourself a
find me
warrior, don't
sword,
you?
I can get to work. But wield a pitchfork or carry sacks? That's against God and nature.
Fine.
I understand. I'm in your service, so I'll carry all the sacks. Even your share.
Thank you, Henry. And don't worry, I'll pay you back for your hard work.
I'm on it.
Thanks again for accepting it with humility. And fear not, friend, I'll repay the favor.
How? Well, giving me a large estate?
That too, of course. Maybe 2 estates. But above all,
I wouldn't say no
once
to
we're
that.
out of the worst, I'll help you find your dog. As soon as we have at
Yeah.
least some gear, we'll head into the forest and find Mutt in a trice. Although, if you think about
Totally
the 3
hadn't
states of
written
man,
off the dog for dead.
looking for lost dogs is more like a huntsman's work. But let's pay no mind to that.
That would be kind of you.
I knew you'd be pleased.
Oh, I wanna yell at him too for being a spoiled bitch. But, you know, this is a feudal society and, you know, he is my master. I don't really have a say here. He's just being, relatively speaking, kind and, you know, being all sarcastic about it.
Blessings to you.
Still,
I'm gonna lose a whole day just for a few sacks.
it's only a couple of sacks.
The innkeeper told me we should move the sacks.
So what are you waiting for? I'm bored to death already. I'll move each sack so you can get a better grip on it. But don't expect no more from me.
Alright.
Oof. That isn't half heavy. Oh.
It's all heavy.
Hey, where's that beer?
There will be some morning noises. I apologize. I should also mention that this is a very slow game. Things take time. Which means that there's a lot of times to just chill out and just be bullshit. How you doing?
It's just a couple of sacks. Get cracking.
Bottoms up.
Adorable.
About what happened at the big wheel.
Just being a good laborer over here, carrying sacks, as you do.
Who was it? Some vagabond.
God rest his soul.
Get this. Yes, you did. I never heard of any Perkstein in all my years.
What?
I'm not surprised. You're just a village yokel.
For at least a week. How dare you? I am the son of the bailiff. That's not all. The dead man had a gold chain. You ain't got no proof to back up.
This fucking idiot's gonna get us in trouble, isn't he?
I heard you're in need of money, friend.
True enough.
Qui
I need to pay the tithe and give something to the church for my father.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
To your health, my friend.
Also, for what it's worth, I'm sorry you're here alone. I really should get better at advertising these streams, shouldn't I? And not do them all impromptu, like, I can't help myself because I woke up and I wanted to play.
Why is this all sticky?
What did you say? Say it again.
It was their own fault.
What do you mean? They attacked themselves? What the fuck are you trying to say?
Everyone knows it's
Oh, here we
dangerous
go.
around Thrusky. Making camp in such an unprotected place is suicide.
Where else were they supposed to make camp, smart-ass?
Somewhere in the rocks, maybe. Not out in the open by the pond. Only a fool would do that.
Calm down.
Calm down, both of you.
I'm perfectly calm. It's your chum here who's ranting and raving.
Pack it in, Henry.
He does that.
There's no point in arguing with this yokel. He fancies himself as a military strategist.
I don't believe a word you're saying. A weed like you surviving a fight against bandits even von Berghoff himself has trouble with?
Believe what you like, but I'm telling the truth. And in fact, I'm willing to overlook all your insults if you apologize right now. And invite me to that wedding.
You want to come to the wedding, do you? Huh. I'll give you the same advice I gave your little chum. If you can make yourself useful for the blacksmith or the miller, you'll get to the wedding. You'll see the glorious occasion, at least from a distance. And you can stop spouting your pathetic lies.
I am Sir Hans Capon, Lord of Perkstein, and I demand your immediate apology.
I am Sir Hans Capon, Lord of Perkstein. Sir Hans Capon, Lord of Perkstein. You're starting to bore me. You and your silly made-up name.
No apology, then. It looks like I'm going to have to teach you a lesson.
Oh,
Don't
I'm
do that,
so
Hans.
scared. Hey, you! Get your sweetheart and fuck off out of our village. Both of you.
I give you a chance to apologize, and you keep
Well, I
insulting
lose reputation
me.
for staying
Get ready to
quiet.
pick up your broken
Why?
teeth with broken fingers.
Oh, I'd like to see that. Come on, then.
You scum!
Here we go. Oh, Hans. Fuck's
I'll
sake.
show you. It was him. Leave him alone.
Fuck you!
No. Surround him.
This is unbelievable.
To me. Get him from behind.
Christ, that must hurt.
Nice hit.
Thank you. I've been practicing.
Christ, I'm hit. We'll finish this quickly. Nice him up. Come on then.
You're no match for us, fucker.
Come on.
Nice hit.
Come on, then. Go fuck yourself.
Show your stuff.
I'm doing my best. Give me a break.
You'll never beat me. You swine.
Send my readings to the devil. Slice him up. Take that.
Don't hit my lord, please. You'll get me in trouble.
Bad luck.
Shame on you. Slice him. Got you.
Enough's enough. You're no match for us, fucker. Hey, get him. Get to fuck. Come on then.
Why am I kicking so much? I don't mean to be kicking. That's what I mean to do.
Hey, get him. You want to try me?
Ow. Got a little overzealous there.
This is unbelievable.
I don't think we're winning this fight, though. And we're a bit outnumbered. Oh.
What the hell is going on here?
Here come the guards to break us up.
Vagabonds.
Now, whose side do you think the guard's gonna take? Fucking idiot.
Bastards! This will cost you dearly. Keep your mouth shut and don't make it worse. What? You behave like a spoilt brat. How dare you speak... You know, if you just shut up and done some work, we'd have coin by now and be on our way to the castle. But no, not his lordship. You've got a nerve. If you hadn't have played the hero, we'd have been there long since, and I wouldn't have had to get you out of that mess. Oh yeah, because this isn't a mess, is it?
Not at all.
Fuck off.
Shut up. Or you'll get a whipping too.
Oh, well.
Who the hell do you think you are?
I'm the only one of us with any sense. I'm not the one who acts like a spoiled child.
Spoiled child? You're in danger of crossing the line, Henry. Better keep your mouth shut. I shouldn't have brought you along.
Well, that's something we can agree on. I could have been sitting in the mill instead of rotting in these stocks.
And whose fault is that?
Didn't you just tell me to shut the fuck up?
I was
Okay.
just defending you. Should I have let that fop beat you senseless?
I only wanted him to apologize. I'd expect my right-hand man to argue my case a bit better.
What do you think I was trying to do?
And who was too scared to speak?
Oh,
Well,
come
if
on.
it hadn't been for me, we wouldn't have even been in that tavern. We've been in the shit right from the start because you had to play at being the knight in shining underwear, saving damsels in distress.
I don't believe it. You're trying to put the blame on me.
He's not
Just like that.
entirely
Who
wrong,
else is
but,
to blame?
you know.
You're just a simple peasant who has no idea how the world works.
And you do.
Hey, let's just stop all this arguing. It'll just make things worse.
Fuck you. I've had it up to here with you. With you and your pontificating. You were supposed to make sure nothing went wrong. And how did that turn out? It was me who had to save your life. You're fucking useless. You couldn't even keep an eye on your own mutt.
Oi, that's low. I don't want to make him angrier than he already is, though. I really don't. He's not used to being in this position, let's put it like that.
Oh, that's enough. This isn't getting us anywhere. I understand you're downcast after all that happened to us. And I understand you need to take it out on someone. I can take it. But we shouldn't forget we have a job to do. And do it we must. Together.
That's exactly what I'm doubting. Everything goes to shit when you're by my side.
You don't really mean that. Calm down.
I'm perfectly calm. That's it. My life went to shit from the first moment I met you. And I've only just realised it. You're like a ball and chain. And I'd have bagged that wild boar too if it weren't for you.
Well...
And none of the rest would have happened. I wouldn't have been showered in shit.
That's a
come on,
faulty
Capon.
argument, but
Don't
I
you
don't
Capon
have
me.
the time
Not
to
another
explain
word.
why.
I have to consider what to do next.
Well, guess we're gonna be here for a while. Oh, shit. The whole night. That's gotta be a bitch.
Right, ladies. Time to go home. But I swear to Christ, if I catch you again, I'm gonna skin you both alive.
So much for that wedding indeed.
Isn't that? Otto.
Hey! Lord Von Virgo!
You pipe down.
Oh, shit. Right, where were we?
This man really does not understand the
Come on,
rules
get out
of
of my
low
sight.
society.
What are we gonna do?
You can do as you like. You can go and carry sacks or dig latrines. I'll look after myself. I'll go and see Lord von Bergov at the wedding. I bid you farewell.
Yeah, maybe
Oh,
I
in
would.
your shoes, I'd be glad to be rid of the good for nothing, huh? Yeah. All right, off you go.
I'm gonna have to go after him, aren't I? I was tasked by I think it's called his liege lord or something. The guy who's currently running his estate. I was tasked by him to like keep him safe.
I suppose I really do need to...
But he's gone now. So That's unfortunate. Did I start setting these up yet? I think I did, yeah. Oh, just gonna use the bludgeon, aren't we? Because it's a bludgeon, and I like heavy weapons. Sue me. And then put on whatever's got the most charisma. Because charisma's good. Or so I hear. I hope you like menuing. There's gonna be a lot of it. Four charisma there. 2, 1. Yeah, that'll do.
I'll find mutt without you, you stuck-up Lord of Perkstein.
Greetings to you.
Henry?
What? How do you know my name?
Aye. You're in the right place. Over here.
What do
you want from me?
I don't want anything from you. I should actually be thanking you.
Uh-huh. For what?
I've been begging for alms here for days, but I didn't make any real coin till today. And that's thanks to you. The scene you made brought out nearly all of Troskovitz.
You're very welcome.
You're welcome. At least it was good for something.
Oh well, not many people can make such a strong first impression. But look on the bright side. Now things can only get better.
I suppose so.
Yes, you're probably right. It doesn't get much worse than that. Unless somebody tries to kill me. Again.
You're still alive in one piece. It's a new day and the sun is shining. Like Tomcat always says, bruises build character.
Tomcat?
Hey, you. What's your name, anyway? What do you do?
I'm Bara. Just Bara.
Looks like you know your way around here pretty good. You're from here, right?
Just Bara. Sorry, that's funny to me because if you say it with a different intonation, instead of Bara, you say Bara. It means... It translates to only or just in Swedish. So her name is just. Sorry. That's probably only funny to me.
Through.
So you're a wanderer of sorts.
You're something like a wanderer.
Nah, I usually find work with someone, stay for a while, and once I save a bit, I move on.
Then why are you begging here?
Sometimes I collect herbs for the apothecary or help in the tavern, but I'd like to go somewhere else, so I'm scraping up whatever I can. But on the whole, you could say I'm a traveller or a nomad, but don't say it too loud. The locals don't take kindly to them.
Why?
Because they're different, and it scares people. They travel from place to place and take their home with them.
I'd like to see what their homes look like.
You can go and see them. Just don't stare too long.
What am I losing reputation for?
Why exactly are you helping me?
Why? Why? Because you look like you need it. I've been in the ship plenty of times, and I know how appreciated a helping hand is in times like that.
Where are you headed?
All right.
If you're only passing through here.
For work, to the city. I'm tired of serving landholders. They all promise the moon, but then you're eating stale bread, cold porridge, and a nary a groschen in sight. With the city folk, it's bound to be better.
She seems like a kind-spirited beggar at the very least.
You said you were going to a city. You mean like to Prague? Or somewhere further?
I'd like to go to Prague, but I don't know anybody there. In Kuttenberg, at least I have a cousin.
Aha. So you're going to visit her?
Well, she doesn't know it yet. But I won't be troubling her long. Just until I find a way to make a living.
Exploiting family, fantastic.
What do you want to do in the city?
I'll find something. I'm not afraid of work. I'm not half-witted. Maybe someone could use a cook or a servant.
Don't get your hopes up. The city can be a pretty dangerous place for a girl on her own.
You mean they don't hand out groschen by the bucketful? And the streets aren't full of roasted stuffed geese? I appreciate your concern, but I have to get to the city first.
No, see, she knows how to handle herself in low society, unlike Hans.
That's going to take me a long while yet.
So what about this Tomcat person?
Do you know anything more about Tomcat?
They say he's a master swordsman, but a real joker too. He loves showing off to girls.
Do you think Tomcat might teach me a few of his tricks?
No offense, but compared to him, you're a bit of a lightweight.
I don't want to pull wagons, but if he can handle a weapon, I'd be happy to train a little with him.
Well, one of the guards tried to take him on and came back whipped like a dog, moaning like he'd been broken in two.
Well, sure. If he's that strong, I'm not surprised.
More like some trick he's got that our watch doesn't know. Or at least that's what the poor man said.
Sounds useful. Where can I find him?
Where might I run into Tomcat?
In the camp by the tower. That is, by Rock Tower Pond. He watches the camp for the nomads.
Should I watch out for them?
No, I don't think so. They mind their own business, but strangers usually mean trouble for them, so they're careful. Try not to stare too hard and hold your tongue, otherwise Tomcat will show you some of his other skills.
Noted.
Oh well. It was nice to meet you, but I should probably get going. Get a job, and so on.
Don't worry, you'll manage. Till we meet again.
At least someone's got faith in me, eh? Now, I hate to go straight back to the tavern and all, but I think I could use a wash. That's better. Now what? So we got dice here. Quest tipster. Point of interest tipster. Okay. Who might this quest tipster be then?
Did you hear what happened at the big wheel at the mill? Yeah.
Can I go through? Apparently I can. Oh, okay. I discovered a lot of things apparently. Pay indulgence. I mean, I probably would, but I don't have money. I'm a bit broke. Oh, no, I don't want to pick any locks. Are you mad? Where's the quest person? Is it him?
Keep the peace.
It is him. I guess I should try to find him, shouldn't I?
Excuse me, I'm looking for the man who was in the pillory with me yesterday. Have you seen him?
I can't help you with that. You'll have to find him yourself.
Alright.
Wasn't you in the
new
council,
then,
Master
I guess.
Bailiff?
I heard something's going on in Takoff again. Project the Innkeeper is probably coming up with some mischief to pull on the Gelievites. Will they never cut it out? Their bickering is making work for me. And now I've been visited by one of the local peasants. He said he found more fresh graves behind his field, just below the village, along the road to Nabokov.
What do you mean, more? You sound like this isn't the first time.
That we found someone buried here? Don't even ask. I've been digging up bodies ever since that bandit gang started running rampant. Most of them are von Burgo's men. Also, if it wasn't bad enough that gang of bandits is rampaging through the region, now someone's stealing cabbage from the peasants. What a disaster.
Cabbage?
Aye, and the peasants won't stop bugging me about it. I was just visited by a peasant from Jadar. He's been talking my ears off for God knows how long. Say, do I really have to do this? Do I have the time to look for some moron stealing cabbages? And that's
Probably
about
not.
it.
That sounds
But I
interesting.
do.
Thank you.
Thank you indeed. Sorry, I gotta pause for a second here because I gotta check something real quick. I reckon that's probably fine. It's probably fine. Okay. Never mind that. There's supposed to be a scribe up there, but the door was locked. Maybe it's not open yet? This looks like a merchant. Maybe I can sell those potions.
Was machst du? Du Nervensäge! Get up! Welcome. You can buy everything you need from
Why
me.
are you yelling at me?
But excuse the selection. A few days ago, when I was returning with new goods, the horse got spooked and my wagon tipped into the pond. I salvaged some things, but the rest is now in the pond.
Sorry to hear that.
Were there any valuables in there?
You bet. Lord Semin ordered all sorts of delicacies and precious spices from me for the wedding feast. And for Taylor Bartishak, I was carrying expensive fabrics to make dresses for the occasion. If you only knew how much coin I spent on this.
And where did the wagon tip?
On the roads near the Katchak Pond, beyond Jellyov. You can still find it there. I can't tell you how much it still pisses me off. But what can I do?
Sorry to hear that.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Me too. But what can I do? So, what will it be?
Trade? I mean, I can't find what's
I
over the
wanted
hill.
to ask you, what's on the other
It's
side
giving
of
me
that
the option,
nearest
so I
hill?
might as well ask.
I'm not from here, and I'd like to get my bearings. You look like a merchant to me, so you probably know best.
Ja, natürlich, you're not from here. Everyone around here knows that, after what happened in Betty's Tavern. Aber das ist deine Sache. That is your business, lad. Also, what do you want to know?
So the German is a nice twist. Anything I should avoid, other than, you know, the stocks?
Around here?
Certainly. Stirring up trouble and sticking your nose into other people's business. Here in the village, we don't care much for outsiders. If any do come, they better behave.
I understand that, but we were ambushed by bandits. So I wanted to ask if you know anything about that.
Ach so, ich verstehe. The woods have been full of all manner of rebel recently. That is all because of the war. Verdammte Schurken.
So you've already heard about these bandits?
About those ones in particular, or about others? They are all just gleichen Scheißkerle. Every time I go to the town, the bailiff must send an armed escort with me. It makes life difficult.
So the roads aren't safe?
Ja, das kann man wohl sagen. Herr von Bergo should do something about it at last. But Herr Otto spends more time in Prague than here. And Chamberlain Ulrich... Ach, lassen wir das.
I feel like I shouldn't ask him about other merchants.
I'll have a look at the wares.
He wouldn't know, but, you know. You just sell to him, can't I? Not that I'm gonna get a lot of money for my things, I can tell. Probably help if it was in better condition, but, you know. Oh, these will net me a bit. That's good. Guess that'll do too. 39.7. That's
Do
not
something
bad.
about that price.
Warum nicht?
Very glad I made those potions, actually.
What would you say to this?
That's quite a sum. Lower your price a bit and we'll make a deal. Why? You'll convince me with that price?
Great, thank you.
Sicher zufrieden sein. Bis bald.
I got money! 42 groschen. That's good. That's good. I'm getting somewhere. Now what? Go and see Tomcat or find out what happened to Mutt. There's the blacksmith. Let's have a little look around town first. See what else we can find. Looks like an apothecary.
Greetings to you.
Greetings. Oh, sorry. Wait, I can use this? They're just gonna let me use it. Nice. What's this? Okay. So what happens if I... Sorry, this is new. Don't remember this in the first game. Drying food improves its nutritional value and makes it last significantly longer. As well as foods, you can also dry herbs. Okay, so apple gives 2 nourishment and 2 health. Durability 5 days. Dried apple, 2 nourishment and 5 health and infinity days durability. Okay. Okay. Noted. Let's dry everything I have. Wonder what that's gonna do to the cheese though. Dried cheese. I'm not sure I like the sound of that. Drying cheese gives a more distinctive flavor. With some bread and a bit of ham, it's a fine substitute for a hot meal. I suppose. Well, at least it'll last longer now. That's something. Wait, gather? I can just take these people's garden? I don't want to do that. It didn't say steal, so I reckon it would probably be fine, maybe? Carpenters. There's a sharpening wheel down there. You know what? I really want to go see the blacksmith, actually. Ideally before it gets dark, because I'm gonna need somewhere to sleep.
It's a girl, but she came out all hairy, like a black lamb.
That can happen.
Don't cause any trouble. You got it?
God be with you.
But the baby will grow out of it soon enough.
I hope so.
Oh,
But at the
that's neat.
it'll look like we brought a puppy.
Better than having your baby shit in the pond.
Taylor. I don't think I'm gonna get much out of Taylor for 42 coins here. You know what? No, let's just go see the blacksmith. Just in that direction. Let's run as well. God damn it. So I mentioned this last night or yesterday or whatever. But my my camera that I use for facial tracking is kind of blocking the lower center part of the screen where the UI is. I tried to move it a little bit, the camera that is, but it's still blocking the stamina bar. Just really, really inconvenient. But I don't know how else to fix it. I guess I'd have to find a way to lift my monitor. Because it doesn't... It's a good monitor, but it doesn't have the extendable foot thing. It's like one height only. On that note, actually, now that we're out here, we should probably wear the defensive outfit, shouldn't we? Whatever has more protection. In case something happens, because something always happens. Let's go at a light jog. Through the dense forest. I'm not entirely sure I like where this is going. That looks like it's only a small patch. We should be fine. Famous last words, eh? Why must I explore everything? This is probably a bad idea. Do I not have a torch? I do have a torch. I have 3 torches. Just hadn't equipped them. Oh my. Bet this is a poacher's hideout or something like that. Please allow me to steal everything you have. Sketch Executioner's Axe. Lightweight, well-forged battle axe. The blade forged to a point replaces the spike, which can be used to cut through chainmail and the belly underneath. Okay, let's learn that. Toledo steel, whatever that is. That does look like a kind of brutal weapon. Let's be honest. Good, really good price too. Maybe I can make a couple and sell them. I keep discovering nests. I wonder what they are, actually. Oh, there it is. Why are there lockpicks in the nest? Oh, birds like shinies, don't they? That's probably why. I must say that was a rather fruitful trek through the woods, wasn't it? I hope I'm going the right way. And that nobody will ambush me on the path here. This is a bigger road. Where are we going though? Straight through? Okay. Do I? I'm not going in there. So it pops up something to tell me that I've discovered nests whenever they're close by, but it doesn't indicate where they are. I reckon I can follow the sounds, but it's a bit of a hassle, and it's birds' nests. Come on. There's probably nothing useful there, right? Maybe a couple of coins or a lockpick or something. Small shinies, you know? At least this looks civilized. What's that? Ooh. I don't like that sound. But also, what was that just popped up? Something about gardens. It's probably not for me. It's probably... yeah, it's just lore, isn't it? It is. Oh.
That's a fine maypole.
Apparently it's a maypole. And that reminds me, I've gotten a couple of levels, haven't I? Only one perk point though. Which is survival. Sell herbs, game hides, and trophies for double the... I did just pick up some hides. Would be useful. Quality of beds increases for you the higher your survival skill is, but at most this perk will improve the quality of a bed to 50%. On higher quality beds, this perk will have no effects. Well, I gotta be optimistic, right? At some point I'm gonna get access to a good bed, probably. Especially if I've got money from this, so yeah. Oh, and remember to change our clothes. We don't want to look like a vagabond. We kind of still do, but ignore that. Hello, Radovan.
What would you like?
I believe you told me to come see you.
I'm here then. You said in the alehouse that you could do with a helping hand at the forge, didn't you?
I could. My last two hands, well, they're not worth mentioning. And what with the wedding coming up, the work is piling up. Ah, what's your name? Henry?
That's right.
You said something in the tavern about being a blacksmith's son, didn't you?
I did.
Aye, that's me. My father was a swordsmith, and not just any. He even forged swords for the nobility.
For the nobility, eh? Well, that kind of experience will come in very handy for me indeed. As it happens, I have to forge a wedding present for young Lord Semine. A fine sword.
So you'll take me on?
Hold your horses. I'll have to try you out first. You could forge me a hunting sword as a test, so I can see if you can make a straight blade. That shouldn't give you much trouble if your father was a swordsmith, should it?
True. Let's get started.
I can get started right away.
You ready for this, Dread?
Find some iron and get started.
Here's the proof.
You can't make a
this
sword
really
out
is
of
a
butter,
simulator game.
But if you don't have your own stuff, you can get everything from the chest in my forge.
Sorry, materials? Chest?
Sorry?
Oh.
Go over to the anvil and let's get started.
Ooh, materials. Alright. It's simulator game time. Let's make a sword. And this is just the tutorial.
It's cold now. Give it a practice try. Some things, like swords, are too long to fit in the fire. You have to heat it up bit by bit. Try poking it around for a bit.
You can move the blade in the furnace.
Get the furnace. nice and hot. There's a lever above
You work the bellows. Try to heat relatively evenly.
You can tell the temperature by the color, but you won't be able to tell when it's in the fire.
I will.
Take it out from time to time and take a look. Try it out.
This is unnecessary.
See? That's exactly the straw color we want.
That's...
You've got talent, lad. Now heat up the whole thing.
Yeah, it's not done in the middle.
The whole thing
There we
is
go.
heated up now, so come over to the anvil. Try moving the sword along the anvil so you can get the hang of it.
Yeah?
Now take the hammer and try hitting it a few times.
Yeah?
See the sparks? That's the sign of a good strike. The more sparks, the better. Also, you can hammer with different degrees of power. A stronger hit will do more, but it'll tire you out faster. Try
I can
giving
feel
it
that.
a few blows, as hard as you can, so I can see how strong you are.
If you insist.
That's got a nice ring to it. Of course, if it was all about hitting an anvil with a hammer, any dolt could do it. You've got to hammer the workpiece evenly. One hit next to the other. Very nice. You're doing just fine. But when I say evenly, I mean it. A sword has two sides, like a lot of other things, including myself.
All right.
Turn it over and continue on the other side.
Fine.
Nice. Now try forging it on both sides. The closer it is to being finished, the more it will take on the shape you want. It'll cool off soon anyway.
I never managed to keep up the whistling though, because you gotta really, really be tight with the rhythm. Which I'm not, and he stops too quickly. And I'm tired now. Wait.
Move it. You're standing there like a fence post. You call this working? It's cooled now.
I was waiting for
You
it to
can't do
cool
all
down
in
because
one
it's
go.
part of the
You've gotta
tutorial.
put it
Come on.
back in the furnace from time to time.
Stop bitching at me.
Sometimes you gotta go there and back all day. But it's all part of the craft. Now, get back to the forge. Heat it all up. Like before. The whole thing is heated up now, so come over to the anvil. See that? Besides the sparks, you can tell a good strike by the sound it makes. See how it's taking on the right shape? That's how you can tell it's almost finished. Now, I've got a piece of advice for you. Hammer to a rhythm. When I hammer a piece to a beat, there you go. You've got it finished. All that's left is to temper it, and the sword will be done. The rest is just tweaking.
When we temper it, and then we're good. This is all to make a single sword, by the way. Just the one. And I'll give you a little bit of a spoiler. I'm not making just one. We're probably going to be here for a while.
Right. Let's have a look. Very nice work.
Thank you.
Your father taught you the trade well.
Did my best.
Certainly be happy to hear that.
If you carry on hammering as well as you did today, you've definitely got a job here. Even so, keep in mind, It's all about making sure every strike does its job. That's why you can't let it get cold, or keep striking the same spot. If you work evenly, each strike falling right next to the last one,
You stepped away for a bit.
can't
That's
go wrong.
bad timing, but very
Or is there
understandable.
something else you want to ask about?
No, I feel pretty confident with forging.
Thanks.
So.
That's all I need to know.
You can sleep in the chamber by the woodshed. And there's
Aw.
a chest where you can keep your things. And
Really?
of course, you can use the forge anytime you want. Any questions?
Can I use it at night while you're sleeping? Where can I get materials?
Where can I get materials?
You can buy some essentials from me. But if you want to make a fancy sword with lots of ornamentation, you'll have to look elsewhere. This is just a village, you know. The locals ain't after luxury. And they can't afford it neither.
Noted. What do I do with the items I have forged?
What can I do with the items I've forged?
Again,
Well,
I don't need to read these out because Henry does the
So
same.
you probably won't have much luck around here. But I'll happily buy some of the nicer things from you.
What now?
What do you think? You're not going to be idle. I'll find you some work to do right away. You're pretty good at swords, but what the locals really need is axes and horseshoes. Right.
I'll tell you in a
Here
second.
are some simple drawings that show what they're both supposed to look like. And some iron. You can get down to it right away.
Just like that? You aren't going to help me?
Sacre, lad. I chose you because you already know a thing or two. I'm not going to look over your shoulder all bloody day. You take care of these smaller jobs. Forge away as long as you're able, and then sell it all. Once you've made some coin and feel like being out in the open again, I'll give you some more interesting work.
All right, sounds good. So, in terms of stepping away, no, nothing important or really that interesting happened. I don't know when you stepped away, so I had a little bit of a stroll through the woods, found what I think was a poacher's hideout. Poachers. I'm still tired, it seems. Found a poacher's hideout, stole some furs and stuff, but primarily I showed off how to do blacksmithing. Now, that said, I'm gonna leave the game paused for a second because I gotta step away for a bit as well. A couple of minutes to get myself some food because I haven't had breakfast yet. But I've got some bread and some things to put on it, so it'll only be a minute and I'll be right back. And we're back, partially. Still gotta sit down properly. Which is more of a hassle than one might expect. There we are. Double check that the tracking still works. Relatively speaking, I still look a bit grumpy. Because I can't figure out how to open my eyes properly. But it will do. I figured I'll get myself some food now since I'm gonna be mostly just spending some time in the smithy. So don't worry, you'll still get to see how this works. I want to make this, but I gotta find Toledo steel. Oh. Should probably learn those recipes he gave me, shouldn't I? Horseshoes and work axe. Make 4 of those. Sell price 24. Make 8 of those. Sell price 15. So the horseshoes are better, technically, for money. Technically. But I'm probably not going to be making 8 of them, because this is a bit of a hassle. The whistling is probably going to be annoying because I still can't figure out how to keep up a proper rhythm. And he stops the moment you break the rhythm. Which is kind of, you know, unfortunate because the whistling is supposed to help you keep the rhythm, but if he stops whistling, then I can't use it as a guide for the rhythm, so, you know. Other than that, though, this is an enjoyable process. I get winded really quick, don't I? Do I hit too hard or something? I don't like the horse trees. Probably doesn't need the heat just yet, but why not?
Keep the peace, and you won't have any problems.
Of course I'm keeping the peace, I'm busy foraging. There we go. And congratulations, we've made a horseshoe. Singular. Let's do it again. Let's just, you know, abandon our responsibilities as a noble escort and return to our roots as a blacksmith's son. Sounds like a good way to go, doesn't it? At least a blacksmith is a respectable, or respected, rather, job. Personally, I think all jobs are respectable, but this is medieval Bohemia, so what's respectable and what's respected is very different. Did you really get winded this quick, Henry? I mean, I get that the blacksmith hammer is heavy and all, but aren't you used to this? It would help if I hit the piece, obviously. Yeah, I know. At least we're leveling up craftsmen, eh? Hey, we did it in one. That's not bad. Didn't have to reheat it. I don't think I'll be making any more horseshoes after this, though. So we have another recipe as well. Namely, the axes. Now, in terms of material cost per money you get back from it, it's a little bit worse than the horseshoes. But let's be fair, they're both kind of bad anyway, and the axes are a lot more enjoyable to forge. So they're not so thin, you know? Guess I gotta watch the stamina, which is difficult when I can't see the bar. Oh, I was doing so well that time. Why do you stop whistling, Henry? I feel like I hit the rhythm perfectly, but he just stops anyway. See? That was perfect.
That.
Anyway, see how that's a lot nicer than the horseshoes? Forging good horseshoes was apparently really, really difficult, by the way. Forging bad ones wouldn't be difficult, but forging good ones, really difficult. Or so I've heard. I've never tried. Anyway, that's a weapon. I can use that. I've got a club, though. I like the club. I can also make swords, but they require fancier metals, I suppose. Steel and fastening materials. Still, I've got enough for 2 of them. Oh, shit. I keep forgetting I got a perk point that I gotta spend. I'll spend it after this.
Kurva. Burning it.
No, you're not. Stop whining. It's already taking it out.
Well, I'm about halfway done.
I still feel like I hit that whistling pretty perfectly, but it just stops anyway. Which is annoying, but
Just a bit more, and I'll be done. Good. That looks finished.
Sure does, doesn't it? Swords are probably the most enjoyable thing to forge. The axes are faster to make. Less work, less value. Yeah. That tracks. Swords are even faster though. They, like I said, require more difficult materials. Right, perk point. Let's not forget that. What's this gonna do? Razor sharp. If you sharpen a weapon, increased slashing damage. That's not gonna help with heavy weapons, is it? Less stamina cost while sprinting. Cheaper repairs. Slower gear degradation. We're gonna go with slower gear degradation because that's gonna save me money in the long run. Because I'm a craftsman now, so I can take care of my own gear. Let's make another sword. I think that's the most like cost-effective we can do, as long as we got the materials for it. And I'll try not to overheat it this time, so Henry doesn't have to get mad at me again. I need more stamina. We do need a good blacksmithing game. I've seen a couple that are like decent and have good ideas. I forget the name of them though. Or names rather. But I've seen some nice ones out there. And it's such a historically interesting profession as well, so. I feel like this is a pretty good representation though. Some liberties taken, obviously, but still. A little bit simplified and all that. Are we done with this soon? It's getting cold, isn't it? It looks like it's getting cold.
Finally.
Are you kidding me? I was a singular hit away when I moved it to the forge. That's just rude. There we go. Got some new weapons here now. However, we mustn't forget the final step. Just notice how these have 80 condition, not 100, even though they're freshly made. But of course, we gotta sharpen them first.
God be with you.
Ender will tell me when it's done.
Sharp as a razor.
There we go. Just gotta repeat the process with everything I own.
That should do it.
I like that if you look closely, you can actually see the difference in the edge. It's very, very subtle, but it is there. It's easier to see if the weapon has really low condition.
Can't get any better than this.
When you start, I mean. Oh, hey. Another craftsman's perk. Cheaper repairs. Weapons you forge will have excellent properties and will therefore take damage 20% slower. Nice. And we can get craftsmanship experience by watching tradespeople. Nah, we're gonna do hardened steel. Granted, I don't know if I'll be making my own weapons all that often, because, well, it depends on what's available. But I'm not sure you can make blunt weapons, because that feels more of a, blunt weapons feels more like a casting process rather than forging, doesn't it? up and see if I can find that bed. Oh. That's the one. Okay. Alright, I guess I get some equipment as a signing bonus then. I fully expected that to be counted as stolen. He did say it was my room now, though. And that I can use the chest. This is very nice of him. Leather gloves. 13 charisma, is I? Oh, fine. No reason not to use them, then. What's the other thing? Proper leather apron. 7 charisma. Actually not better than the tunic I'm already wearing. But it looks a lot better, so I'm gonna wear it. Right, let's see if I need to fix up anything. Well, need is a strong word in this case. I could fix some things. But I doubt it's gonna be worth it yet. Right, I got the pelts, don't I? I wonder if he'll buy them.
How can I help you today, friend?
Oh, friend? Really?
What do you have for sale?
Said you wanted to buy the stuff I make, didn't you? About 3 hunting swords. For 40 groschen. It's something. It's a start. Give him the horseshoes too, and no, I cannot sell the furs.
I'd like to do something about that price.
But of course.
And then a bit of haggling, not so much because I care about the money, but because if you successfully haggle, it improves your reputation.
That sounds really interesting. Lower your price a little more, and I'll be satisfied. Aye, you'll convince me with that price. I hope you'll be satisfied, my friend.
See? Reputation gained. As an honest trader. Or something like that. 147. We're doing great on money already. I have consumed my food. What's this up here? It's a herb garden. New quest, you say? Is this gonna be like a grocer or something? I'm trespassing, apparently. Sorry, didn't mean to. I really, really like the bunny icon at the top that shows, like, when people are looking for you. It's really cute. For inexplicable reasons, I enjoy the fact that they decided to go with a bunny for that. So I guess the store's not open or something? Or something. I could do more smithing. If I make a sword now, it'll probably honestly be better than the club I've got. 3 steel and 2 fastening materials.
What would you like?
I'll have a look at the...
See, this is the kind of weapons I really want. Bailiff's mace, but I'm not nearly strong enough to carry that yet. Same with the common mace. Light mace I could carry. Ooh, 80 blunt damage. That's good. But this is my favorite from the first game, the war mace. It's so goddamn good. I know it doesn't look it because it's not a fancy sharp sword or whatever, but you know, heavy piece of metal to the head seems to do the trick. Anyway, I think I needed 2 of these, and he doesn't have 3 steel. He has 2 though. But in that case, I only need 1 fastening material.
I'd like to do something about that price.
Then let's haggle again.
Do you accept?
Look, offer a bit more and we can make a deal.
I was just trying to round it out for you.
Finally, a reasonable sum. Pleasure doing business. Take care.
Likewise. Well, I can make a sword for myself. That's probably going to be good enough. Now, if I wasn't streaming, I will be honest, I'd probably just stay at the forge for hours. This is good. I like this. Don't know why I like this, but I like this. It's just hammering a hot piece of metal. Why is it so nice, you know? Like, is it the hammering or is it the hot piece of metal that's doing the trick here? Why does my neurons activate? Aw. Kept it up for slightly longer that time.
That's that.
Now we quench and finish it. And because this is homemade by a master smith, it's gonna have some properties that the club doesn't have, so this is probably gonna be better, let's be honest. And the blunt weapons are really only necessary when you're fighting people in armor, which is likely not going to happen for a while. I'm never going to say never, but, you know, it's... bandits, vagabonds, and wayfarers don't usually have plate armor, you know?
All done.
Aye, that's a good sword. The reinforced bludgeon gives nothing except 50 blunt damage. Hunting sword has 50 stab, 57 slashing, and 21 blunt. So yes, it's got less blunt, but it's still got a bit of it. So, you know, overcome light armor and all that. And it just, you know, looks nicer. Wait, this is the... Oh yeah, this is the war outfit. Where I carry both the sword and the mace for, you know, emergency situations. Same with this one, actually. There we go. It's the repeated strikes and knowing that you're making something that will be used. Yeah. I think it's something just deep in the human psyche. At least mine. It just sort of activates. It's nice. I'll sell the old sword, the one I didn't make.
Let's talk about the price.
But of course.
Apparently, I've turned into a plank of wood. If I go 7.2...
Satisfied?
That sounds really interesting.
He's
lower your price a little
still
more,
not going to
and I'll
accept
be
it.
satisfied.
But maybe, if I then reduce it to 7...
Finally! A reasonable sum.
Thank you.
Pleasure
Thank
doing
you.
business. Take care.
Take care. Now, he mentioned another job, didn't he? Let's...
What do you want here, you scoundrel?
Oh, shut
Why'd
up.
you barge in here?
You gave me a job, remember?
It's about those two idiot hands of mine, Venser and Franzi. They drove off with a cart full of goods towards Semin, and they never came back.
Do you want me to find them?
Just so. But more importantly, I want to know where my cart ended up, and especially the cargo.
Understandable.
Go to Semin and find out what the bloody hell happened.
Have you any idea which way they might have gone? I could have a look along the way. Maybe their cart broke down or something.
There's only one road to Semin that can take a cart. It leads from Takov to Truskovitz, and then to the south. But I've got a bad feeling they got up to no good in Semin.
Tell me about them.
Those two hands of yours, Venser and Franzi. What can you tell me about them?
Nice
Can't
camera
tell
angle.
you much. They're wandering laborers. I don't think they wanted to stay here with me for long. But these days, I can use all the help I can get.
Were they suspicious in any way?
No, they worked hard. They ain't no slackers. And I can't say that about everyone.
Oi, what are you insinuating?
What was the cart carrying?
Bugger and bollocks. All sorts of stuff. I'd say Lord Semin wants to rearm his garrison with new equipment. There were some hunting swords, bastard swords, crossbow bolts. I also fixed the trigger on young Semin's crossbow. And some
Now that
kitchen
sounds
stuff.
valuable.
Sacks of charcoal, all sorts of things. There's a good month's work in that cartload.
All right. I'll get right on it then.
Go ahead. And if you find that pair of fools drunk, kick their asses for me.
Gladly.
All right.
I'll kick some sobriety into them.
So how much money have I earned after that little bout at the smithy? 147 we're up to now. Don't think I'm going to be able to sell much of this gear in this area. Just want to reduce my carry weight a little bit here before I head out. Like, I don't need to be carrying 3 torches. One will do. One will do. Never hurts to have food with me. Can I dry the onions? This is all material stuff. That weighs nothing, so might as well keep it. It's also gonna clog up the inventory, and I've already used it. I'll leave it. Wait, I have 4 of these? Damn. Oh, that's pretty good. And let's leave the hides as well. There. So, I will admit, I did continue playing a little bit on my own yesterday. Reason I didn't stream it is because I had some trouble with the VOD for the other one, so I wanted to make sure that was all sorted before I did another stream. It should go back up shortly. Well, whenever I'm done with this, basically. But I took another path to get here. And I found something along the way that I really rather want to go back for. But we've basically already caught up to everything I've done on the other save. Because I spent most of my time just at the forge. As you do. Gotta work on that blacksmithing, yeah? It's the moneymaker after all. Oh, I gotta keep an eye out for Toledo steel. So I want to make that executioner's axe. If nothing else, it looked valuable. I might be able to use it, but never know. Probably not. I don't think I'd be strong enough yet. Who might this be? Messenger?
What am I to do now?
What happened to you?
I'm in big trouble.
How so?
I forgot to switch my outfit.
A very important letter. I was supposed to deliver it to
I
my
know your pain, bro.
master tonight.
I know your pain.
Do you know where you might have lost it?
I haven't the faintest idea. It must have slipped out somewhere along the way.
You need help?
Would you like me to help you look for it?
There's no point now. I've been on the road for 2 days as it is. We'll never make it by tonight.
What
What was in the letter?
I have no idea what it said. For one thing, it was a secret, and for another, I can't read. But it was my master's beloved.
Good trait
who
for a
sent
messenger,
it.
honestly.
That's why it was so important.
Oh, so it could just as easily have been a lewd verse.
I don't really care what was in it. The point is, I don't have it.
You should have kept a better eye on it, shouldn't you?
You should have been more careful with it. Losing the one thing you're supposed to deliver.
I know.
Sounds
I
awfully
know.
familiar, doesn't it, Henry?
So I forgot to check my bag this morning, all right? But now it's gone, and I'm fucked.
I have to be going. I hope you find the letter.
Me too. Because if I don't, I'm in for a lashing.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Wait! I have an idea.
Do you now?
Punch me in the face.
What?
Smack me in the gob. I'll say I was ambushed on the way and they took the letter.
I'm not sure that's a good idea. Only got a 5 in that. That's never gonna work, is it?
Are you sure?
I'm sure. I'd rather take a couple of punches from you than a lashing from my master. I can tell you to stop when I've had enough. But
He wouldn't. So you get why it's better for me to be slapped around by you, right?
For your sake, yes, but what if it, you know, starts some sort of thing? Like, what if your lord thinks he has enemies and now you claim to have been ambushed, and so your lord ends up blaming it on the enemies, but it never actually happened, and then you start a feud or something. Anyway,
Very well
let's beat up a messenger.
Defend yourself. Or not. It's up to you. You ready?
I am.
Well, you asked for it.
Oh!
Gonna. Of course, he's not gonna fight. You done yet? No? You alright? I didn't break you, did I? Oof. He does look a bit worse for wear, doesn't he?
All right.
Oh, that was rough.
You think that's enough?
I definitely. I'm sore all over. Oh, my mouth most of all.
Glad to be of help then. Take care.
Yeah, I think he's done too. I gotta say, I don't feel good about that, but I think I got a perk point. I did. Okay. After the first strike in combat, subsequent unarmed attacks cost less stamina and are stronger for 30 seconds. If you fight unarmed against an opponent with a weapon, your unarmed combat skill counts as fight. No, I don't want to fight unarmed against a weapon. I don't. Then again, that is a good argument for having extra defenses against it. So, this seems more useful, so I'm going to take that one. And then keep looking for that thing I promised. Which I think was up here. Aha! Looky here. Arrows! They probably belong to someone, but I'm gonna take them. Ooh, a bow. Probably belongs to someone, but I'm gonna take it. Anything else of value here? Ooh, another arrow. Because now I've got a bow. Never hurts to have a ranged option. Although that does unfortunately mean that I'm done carrying my club, and I never really even got to use it. What can you do, though? Oh, it's definitely mine now. And no one's gonna miss it. Because if they were, it would have been marked as stolen. Overturned cart. Let's go exploring, shall we? I think I see a path through the woods here. And, you know, what's the worst that could happen, right? 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 Probably not gonna run into bandits. But if I do, I've got a sword. I going the right way? Yeah. I'm curious what this is, though. Small farm of some kind? Anybody home? Don't want to barge in. Pelts. Those are marked as stealing, so I'm not going to take those. That's trespassing. I see a dog over there, but no people yet. I might just be blind, though. There's someone. I'm sorry to be trudging around on your property and all that, but, is this your property?
Hail.
Hail. Shepherd. There was a bunch of sheep here, so, yeah, I reckon it's his. You don't want to talk to me, though. That's fine. I was just passing through anyway. I don't like how that path right there just kind of terminates into nothing. So let's go north. Try to get back on a bigger road. I should have some clever commentary here, but we're really just enjoying a nice little stroll through the woods. Quiet and calm, and nothing bad is ever gonna happen in here, far away from civilization where nobody can hear you scream. Am I projecting? Maybe a little. Or maybe I'm just trying to tempt fate. See, bandits tend to carry money. And, you know, things that can be sold. That they've stolen from other people. Oh. Reckon I could have hunted those. Although I'm probably not allowed, because, you know, medieval society game is kind of owned by the nobility or whatever. Doesn't mean I can't do it, it just means that I probably shouldn't. I still do not like the sound of those wolves. I don't mean to be chasing these boars quite so far, but you know, they keep running in front of me instead of away, and there's not much I can do, is there? Because I'm going this direction. Saw a person over there. On a horse, no less. Going the same direction that I need to go. Camp by the road. We can cook here, apparently. And sleep if need be. Well, that's not what we're here for. We're here for that cart that the merchant mentioned. So I know he said he fished the stuff out of the pond, what he could, but he might have missed something. This is nothing. I'm just being blind. I reckon that's it. Who's that, though? Guard or bandit? Hard to say. Carrying a crossbow. Definitely seen me.
Or here?
Mercenary?
What are you doing here?
Searching for treasure.
I was being serious.
What do you mean? I've got this here treasure map, and I'm looking for gold.
Oh. Can I see it?
Oh, don't be shy. Let me see it.
And why would I do that? So you can pinch it?
I don't think I can convince him, and if I try, he'll probably be mad at me.
Fine. Suit yourself. If you don't want my help, keep the map. I'll be on my way then. Enjoy your treasure, if you find any, that is.
Oh, don't you worry. I'll find it all right.
Alright, best of luck. I don't really care. I just want him to, you know,
So
not
this is where
attack
the
me while
merchant's
I'm doing
wagon
this.
tipped over. Everything floating here must be his. Poor fella.
Oh. 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 I feel like that should be more valuable than it's listed here, but it's maybe it's small quantities. When it says 10, it might be 10 individual strands of saffron. Dried beef. Okay. Bunch of savior schnapps. He really wasn't very diligent when he picked up the things, was he? A bunch of wine, too.
I can't swim.
You did fine earlier. Come on, Henry. Look at those barrels just floating there. Don't you want them? I want them. Very rapidly approaching our carry capacity here, though, so maybe not. So they look like guards. It's getting a bit dark. Let's head back to the bed and save. I haven't done that for a while. Let's go north here. Granted, I did just find the savior schnapps, so I can save anywhere now. But still, a bed would be nice. I think I picked up an archery book as well, which I want to read. Excuse me? Oh, I bet I know who did this. How far away have they gone by now? Can I catch up? It's those two, isn't it? Now, do I play the hero or not? Is the big question here. Might be a little bit early for it. And I'm afraid of getting my ass kicked, so I'm gonna use one of those savior snaps. That says bandit. All right then. They're extraordinarily imperceptive. And I'm not that good with the bow.
I'm all yours.
Did I get my weapon out? I did. Good.
Show your stuff.
I just did. Look at your friend. Does he look like he's having a good time? Ow. That's really fucking bad. Okay. Okay. Focus. Not like that. That's not focusing at all. Come on, Sin, you can do this. Maybe I can't. Already too late, isn't it? I'm gonna bleed out. Well, I held up fairly well. Let's try again. Maybe if I don't miss that first arrow, all will be better. I said don't miss the first arrow. Or the second. Jesus Christ.
Show what you're made of.
I used to be good at archery. Clearly it's been a while since I played this.
I'll rip your ass.
By which I mean the first game.
Show your stuff.
I'm trying, but you're attacking me too hard. Oh, come on. No, we're loading that. Is it bad to save scum? Yes, it is, but this is early game. And I swear I can get this shot somehow. There we go. Perfect. Yeah, he's doing fine.
Fuck you.
And you too. God, I hate the combos.
You never saw that coming.
I really didn't.
You want to try me?
Bastard. I hate this. I absolutely fucking hate this.
Show your stuff.
Well, attack then. There we go. Chip away at them slowly.
I've been waiting for you.
And once they start to get tired, I can get more aggressive. Like that. Okay. How badly did I mess that up? Got a head injury. I don't think I'm bleeding anywhere. No, not bleeding. Good. It's what you get for robbing people. Bastards. There it is. Gotta make sure I pick up all the valuables, right? Gonna leave the torch. Definitely bringing that. See, these are the stolen items. I'm not sure about bringing those, but they are valuable. And I'm not the one who stole them. It's too heavy to be worth the cost. I'll take more armor though. Some good boots. Good pants. Walnuts. And some money. Right? It feels good robbing the robbers. I don't know why, but it does. He didn't have much. I reckon he was the lookout then. He has a hat though. I'll bring the hat. I am overloaded. I can't imagine why. Let's see if I can fix up any of this stuff. I can partially fix some of this stuff. I'm curious about this hunting coat. I should check it first. Because the max charisma on it is 4. That's only 3. Long gambeson is 3. Leather apron is still the best I've got. Still, it doesn't hurt to fix things up because it'll sell for more. Let's fix up the stuff I'm wearing first. Although I think that's technically a waste of like the kit or whatever. But you know. Then let's fix the things that aren't stolen. To the best of my ability. Which isn't much. Fix up the bow a bit while we're at it. And there we go. Still overloaded, of course. Was I wearing the wrong armor set as well? Well, that kind of explains why combat was so difficult, doesn't it? Can I use the mace? No. No, I can't. I'm not strong enough. But I can use the shield. Shield sounds good. You know, more defense. Grimy skull cap. Bootstrapped? Oh, I reckon that's because I fixed it myself. Before putting on a helmet, you need to equip padded protection in the coif slot. Oh, okay. One of these guys had that, didn't they? Yeah. Well, they both did. They're dirty and full of blood, but I reckon they'll do. That's a regular, that's padded. Yeah, let's go with the padded one. That actually helps a lot when it comes to the defenses, particularly for the head. Now, it might come as a surprise, but you really want to protect your head. And then I can put on the helmet. Now we're talking. Yeah. Can't also wear the pointy cap, obviously. Gonna quickly look through. The hunting coat will give a little bit more defense. And a significant boost to charisma. 7 out of 8 now. Wasn't that 4 earlier? Anyway, it looks good, so I'm gonna put it on. Ordinary coat loses some charisma, and it doesn't make a noticeable difference in armor. These ones are just a bonus. It's like elbow protection or whatever. Technically, these boots are better, but they are stolen. And they're not that much better. Right. I feel a lot more confident now. Still, overloaded and injured. Injured head. What does that mean? Your head is injured. Once the level of injury reaches 60%, your stamina recovery will slow down by 25%. You can heal your wound by renewing your health, e.g. by sleep, visiting a bathhouse, or imbibing a healing potion. On the contrary, if the level of injury rises, you'll risk bleeding. Internal or external? I don't want internal bleeding in the head. Thank you very much. This gives health. Let's try eating one of those. Does that help? It does help. Not a lot, so I'll have to eat another. But I need the nourishment too, so that's all fine and good. Isn't it great? You can use dried apples to treat head injuries. I wish real life worked like that. Carrying 8 too many. That's a problem. Do I have anything that can be dropped without much fuss? Ooh, the shield is heavy, admittedly. And I'm not really that strong. At least not yet. Stolen in God knows where. In fairness, I don't think the guy that owns it is gonna come back for it. Got a sneaking suspicion. drop 8 bottles of wine. I could drink them, but they're alcoholic, and I no, I don't want to do that. Hmm. I guess I'll have to drop some equipment. Which is unfortunate, because that means I have to redo all of the other equipment as well. So I'll try to do that as quickly as possible. Just looking for whatever gives more charisma. I don't think that gives any by itself. But it jumps up to a 5 if I put the skull cap on. However, it also does that if I'm just wearing the pointy cap. So let's just wear the pointy cap, shall we? Because that's an 8, whereas that's 6, yeah. Wait, I cannot wear the padded coif, but I can wear the regular one still. I guess that makes sense. Where's the charisma still lighting up? What? Your hand cannon is damaged. I have a hand cannon? Since when? Stop lying to me, game. Oh, the charisma is boosted. That's why, because I'm drunk. Because well, tipsy. Because I drank the savior schnapps. I get it now. Still, that makes it more difficult to figure out what to put on, which is a problem. Well, that increases it to 6. 7, 8. Which I put over the leather apron for some reason. Well, it's fairly quiet. Easy to move in. Yeah, we'll leave it like that. No need to put those on, I don't think. No, because not even wearing a gambeson. And there's them stolen boots again. With their 5, 6. Fine. I'll wear them. Why not? And that too, I guess. I don't like wearing stolen clothes, but I know who they were stolen from, and I don't think he's getting up. I really don't. And finally, whatever brings conspicuousness, noise, and visibility down as much as possible. Like the miner's hood. Yeah. Coif from 48 to 43. But a little bit more visibility. Nah. Visibility 50. Oh, that goes up by a lot then. Same with that, presumably. And back to the soldier outfit at the end. So we can finally do what we were actually doing, which is dropping stuff. The hunting swords aren't all that valuable, and they weigh a fair bit. Get rid of one of those. I want to keep this. Yeah, fine. Let's get rid of the bludgeon. 3 more. So how interesting is it looking at menuing? Probably not very. I hope you got other things to do as well at the same time. Fine. Let's just drop 3 wineskins. And I'm still very slightly overloaded. God damn it. We'll drop the hood. Fine. We good? We good. Last but not least, which part of my armor is damaged? I wonder. That would be the coif. Or coif, or... I don't really know what that is called. Already used up the tailor's kit. Maybe the armor's kit will work on it. It will not. Reminds you of your youth? What, menuing? I'm not sure I trust the fast travel, so... Let's just run back, shall we? If I can. I can't, again, I can't see my stamina bar. Are you kidding? Am I still overloaded? Finally happy? Finally happy. And then I immediately got overloaded again. What is happening? Is it because I'm low on energy? Am I getting tired? Is that it? Do I have anything that gives energy? Mead gives energy. But also alcohol. Moonshine gives a lot of energy. And somehow, less alcohol. Chamomile brew. For 1 day, sleep will heal 3 times faster. Well, I am going back specifically to sleep. And if it lasts for a full day, let's drink that. And yet again, I am immediately overloaded. I do not understand why that's happening. But I leveled up strength, which gave me more carry capacity. Perfectly timed. Thank you very much. Hang on, I leveled up strength. I can use the mace now. I'm gonna use the mace. Even though it's in poor quality. Or poor condition, rather. In fact, I'm gonna use the mace for all my gear sets. Because I like heavy weapons. Could have sworn there was one more thing I was going to do in the menu, but I've forgotten what it was. Oh, fix the weapon. I think I'm still carrying the blacksmith kit, right? Somewhere. No, it's the armor kit. Well, I got more blacksmith kits at home. Just gotta make it there in one piece. Fingers crossed, eh? Because I don't want to use another Savior Schnapps so soon.
Again, you just woke up. I'd drop off again in no time.
Are these people blind? But I need to go through there. Damn it. You know what? This is a good start, and I don't want to waste it, so fine. We'll drink more alcohol. And then I'm gonna try to use the fast travel. Maybe it'll skip the encounter. I'm very lucky. It looks like it did. Just pretend they're not there. Works every time.
Greetings to you.
Greetings. And good night. Here's a blacksmith's kit. Let's fix up that mace real quick. Because I have it now, and I'm damn well gonna use it. Why do I now suddenly have 3 of them in my inventory? What's going on? Could have swore I only picked up 1, right? Wait, does it? Nope, I don't understand this at all. But that's fine. Maybe I'm not supposed to. Let's drop off all this heavy stuff that I stole from that merchant. I would actually give it back to him. In fact, I tried on the other save, but there wasn't really an option to, so I guess I'm keeping it. Well, I could sell the wine. It's just wine. But I want to keep the spices because I'm not sure how cooking works. And the food is always nice to have. The dried beef, because it'll keep forever. Because it's dried. And then I don't have to worry so much about staying alive for a bit. Anyway, we're going to save that, aren't we? Sleep until 4. No, sleep for 4 hours, which is until 2:30, roundabout. Is my armor getting more broken somehow? Damaged armor. Oh, it's still gonna be that headpiece, isn't it? These are both blacksmith kits. I'll figure something out. For now, though, it's really dark outside and nobody's awake. I'm gonna read a book. But I'm gonna sit while doing it. Because apparently that helps. Which, you know, I don't disagree with that. Reading while standing sounds kind of not great. That gave me some levels. 2 perk points. Oh my. One of which is in scholarship. Wonders of Beasts. You'll improve faster in Houndmaster and Horsemanship skill because all experience you gain will be 20% higher. Improve faster in Craftsmanship and Thievery. Improve faster in Survival and Alchemy. Craftsmanship sound good? Craftsmanship sound good. And a Warfare perk. You're wearing a helmet, close to the head causes less damage. Fighting against superior numbers, gain +2 on strength, agility, and warfare. Oh. Combat stamina regenerates faster. Stamina regeneration is good. But I like this, because it effectively gives +8 in skills. +6, sorry. So I think I'm going with that. Because as I'm sure you noticed, I do still have a little bit of trouble with fighting. Hey, you gonna open the smith soon? He's eating though. I'm hungry too. Let's eat some cheese. And the fish, maybe? Oh, let's have the fish. That gives health, so I'm saving that for a rainy day. I left all the materials in the chest, didn't I? I did. Yeah, I found a tavern. This feels wrong. But I'm not trespassing. And it is a tavern. I reckon they expect strangers. I am admittedly up a little early. Excuse me, I think your house is on fire. Do you wanna... You should probably check that out. Your roof is made of straw, so I don't know. I'm sure it's fine. You open for business yet?
Greetings. What do you need?
Nothing, apparently. In that case, I could drop up some more of my stuff. I want to see what I can sell first, though. 1 scrap metal, 1 steel. This isn't enough to make anything. Look at this entire world, and I already can't figure out what to do. I need a bath. Do I need a bath? I kind of do, but I forget how to tell properly. Also, there is no bathhouse here, so the best I can do is this.
That's because I love him. There's no one in the world as beautiful as him. That's blasphemy. You'll end up in hell.
Let's not listen to the housewife gossip, shall we? Let's check out the maypole instead. I bet that's significant somehow. That's a good pole. Very straight. Very woody. I'm trying to think of an inappropriate joke, but I actually can't. And I'm severely disappointed in myself. Could steal a horse. I don't think they'd be very happy with me if I do, but I could do that. Well, they say the early bird gets the worm, but it looks to me like the early bird gets to just sit around and wait. So I guess we'll wait. Only took him an hour to open shop. Nice long shaft. Very firm, very hard. Thank you. I appreciate that.
Show me your wares.
Scratch
Why
that.
are you wasting my time if you don't...
Shut up. Show me what you can
Would you
repair
repair a
first.
few things for me?
Shavings.
Price. If that last one is the cost, then that's not too bad. Yeah, that's doable. Am I gonna haggle for 1 cent? No, I'm not.
Great. Come back anytime, friend.
But I'm also not gonna let him fix my sword, because I can do that myself. Right. Okay, so I think it's bugged. This happened a couple of times in the other save as well, where it reaches 100%, but Henry doesn't tell you. Yeah.
What do you want? Speak up.
I work for you. Stop being such a douchebag about it.
What do you...
Here, have a sword. I'm not using it anymore. Other than that, he doesn't want to buy any of this. Well, damn it.
Word about the prop.
But of course.
How's this?
That sounds really... Aye. Thank you, and a good day to you, friend.
Good day. Now, I'm carrying a lot of clothing from those bandits, aren't I? There's a tailor down there. I think we go see the tailor, don't we? I bet the tailor can fix up my coif as well. Headpiece thingy. Might even buy these skins, who knows? I guess we shall see. Cannot fast travel from this location. Do I have to be outside? I have to be outside. Ah, actually, there's something else I should do while I'm here, now that I think about it. You look like a tailor.
What'll it be this fine morning?
How about a trade?
Show me your wares.
I have some things that I hope you want to buy. Good. See, here's what I was hoping would happen. These are no longer marked as stolen. Which means I can sell them without any issue, really. Should I feel bad for selling, like, clothing with blood on it? Dirty clothing, for that matter.
Let's talk about the price.
All right.
Can I cancel that? Ah, fine. We'll just do it in 2, so it's alright.
How's this?
Try for 20.
That sounds really...
It's not gonna take it. Try again for 19.
Thank you.
It's gonna be
Take
fine.
care. How can I...
Show me your ware.
I keep forgetting that you can buy and sell at the same time, which I could have done. Okay, so I have 210 money to spend. And there's a lot of things here to spend money on. Start with a tailor's kit. Start at the top and work my way down. It'll take forever. Vagrant's hat. Doesn't sound too good. Because I do want a sort of more put together, nobly looking outfit. Something with more charisma. Although this might be a bit too flashy. It's not that expensive though. I could probably afford a full set. 20. All of these are 20s. I'm just looking at the charisma down here. Trying to see what gives more. 21, 20, 21, but it looks stupid. 23. All right. So far, 23 is the highest. These are hoods. They go in a different slot. Let's finish checking the hats first. 22, and it doesn't look quite as silly. But I don't like the look of those things. No, it looks like the peacock hat was the winner here. Absolutely full on the conspicuousness value though, which I'm not really sure what that does, if I'm being honest. The hunting cap. I think it has relatively the same shape. Yeah. But it looks a lot better. That looks nice and stylish. Also has conspicuousness of 100. Huh. The Master Huntsman's hat less so. Also a lot more expensive. Well, it makes me stand out, yes, but not necessarily in a bad way, I don't think. I think it just makes me look more like, you know, rich. More of an easy target, maybe. I kind of want this hat, but it's expensive. I do like the look of these hoods, admittedly. But they're also very conspicuous. Ooh. Now that's pretty good. $17. We'll do it for a 17, won't we? That's pretty good on the charisma front. 61? Why is that so expensive, though? It's just a hood. Anyway, welcome to Shopping Simulator. I should check this against the padded one. That's better in every way. A little more noisy, but that's fine. Combat isn't a quiet affair anyway. Not really. And it's fairly cheap. You know what? I'll just bring it along. Don't want to... Yeah, I don't think I want to do the super conspicuous stuff just yet. The coats are probably too expensive for what they give in terms of armor. Good on charisma, granted, but... also extremely conspicuous. Makes me look rich. I don't like that. Gallant's coat. That does look nice, though. It really does. Long gambesons are good, but they're not going to do anything for the charisma when they're not seen. Well, that's alright. Hope you feel better. Have a good one. I'm just gonna continue shopping for a bit. I don't know how long I'll be going. But I guess we'll figure that out as we get to it. So that's pretty good on all fronts, honestly. Oh, wow. I didn't see the price on it. That's very expensive. Now, a merchant's coat. That we can get away with. It's kind of conspicuous, but it's not too bad. And I do like to sell things. Now let's leave it at that. Look at the pants. These are all for noble people, I think. Makes me less conspicuous, but also it doesn't have any protection. Noble sculpted hose. That's really good. on all fronts. It's not even all that conspicuous. But it's also really expensive. To the point where I can't afford it. Do I have anything else I can sell? No. Well, not yet anyway. I think I'll be able to sell a little bit of this soon. Okay, so I'm buying the merchant's coat. Should I buy a gambeson? No. But since I'm buying that, I don't need the hunting coat. It's only worth 3.8 though, which is kinda shit. Though I suppose every bit helps. The leather apron isn't gonna count for much because it'll be hidden by the coat anyway. Don't really need both of these gambesons. This one is a lot more visible though, granted. They have roughly the same defensive values, so yeah, I'm gonna sell this one. Sorry, I can make do with the other one. That's fine. Believe I'm buying pants. Yeah, I am. So I can sell these and probably those. Not buying boots. Pay 276. I have 210, so we're still a fair bit short, and I don't think there's much I can really do about it. I'm not sure I can haggle it down by that much. So I'm gonna have to drop something here. Maybe the hood. That's not gonna make enough of a difference, so fine. I will remove the hood. And I can haggle that down to a point where I can afford it.
Sure, why not?
Yeah, let's start off aggressive.
That's almost an acceptable price. Almost.
Almost, you say. How about this then?
You'll convince me with that price.
Delightful.
You'll be satisfied?
And now I gotta quickly put clothes on before someone gets mad. So, I'll switch out that, because I'm pretty sure that's just better in every way, except noise, yeah. The hat stays on, that's fine. Put on that gambeson. Then cover it up with the merchant's coat. Get some more arm protection in there. Switch out my pants for some better ones. And we are good on the military outfit. Even got 10 charisma on the combat outfit. That's not bad. Now this one's lacking pants. We can fix that. This is the stealth outfit, so... 3 more noise, but 5 less conspicuousness and 1 less visibility, so we'll take that. Can't wear the cap because of the battle coif. What does that give though? That does basically exactly the same thing. I'll just wear the hat instead because it looks better. Merchant's coat. Makes too much noise. Don't want to wear those because they don't give any... They don't help with the stealth aspect. That's fine. These are probably quieter, yeah, but not by much. 34, 32, 34. It would admittedly be very nice if all the sets could use the same shoes. Currently they are very much not. Let's see about this one. Oh, but it should. It should. I think that's good for that. And finally, the charisma outfit. Already wearing the hat. That's all well and good. When did I get the second minor hood? And are they the same? Yeah, they're the same. Means I can sell the first one. Obviously, we're gonna put on the Gambison in case something happens, but we're gonna... Well, it reduces speed. It makes more noise. Probably better to have the protection, though, in all fairness. Doesn't seem to affect anything other than give me more stats, so that's good. How does wearing pants or not affect my charisma? That's weird. And there we go. Now the funny part here is that the military outfit has the same charisma as the sort of charisma outfit.
Take care.
Now let's sell the rest I've got here.
I'll have a look.
Whatever he'll take anyway. I could probably stand to just not use the coif anywhere. Let's just sell it. It's weighing me down anyway. I need to get some of that money back.
Let's
'cause
talk
I'm
about
broke
the
again.
price. Sure, why not?
How's this?
We're getting very well. I hope you'll be satisfied, my...
Alright, how broke am I? 27. Fantastic. And then let's fix up that miner's hood so it doesn't break. Now we're talking, now we're getting somewhere. Of course, want to make sure... Currently, I can just wear the soldier outfit. Because it gives the same charisma anyway.
The Lord be with you.
Excuse
Have
me?
you come to break some more stuff? If you want something, wait till I've stopped being angry. And if you don't have anywhere to sleep, they'll look after you and jelly off.
Well, I kind of... I came to apologize, but that's fine. I can wait a little longer if that makes you happier. In the meantime, let's see if the scribe is open. I wonder what he sells. Probably books, right? I'd imagine books. Still locked. Pay indulgence, 71. It's a bit rich for my my pocketbook there. What else can I do here, I wonder? Could go look for my dog. Suppose I could also go look at those graves. Not gonna do me much good if I don't have a spade though, and I'm not sure how I feel about digging up graves. You open? He's open. Will you take any of my wares off my hands? Like all this wine, perhaps? And the mead and the moonshine. And my potions too, why not? Pretty sure I already finished reading that. Progress 100%, yeah. So you can have the book as well. And he will buy the skins. How delightful. I get to not be poor anymore. Wow, that's not entirely true. I'll still be poor, but not, you know, completely destitute. You have a shovel. You do. It's only 6 groschen. I don't know how the soap works. So I'm gonna buy some soap and figure it out.
What about the price? Gut, versuchen wir's.
But 30.
What would you say to this? That's quite a sum.
About 28.
Ja, das ist gut. Finally a good price. Es war ein gutes Geschäft. Auf Wiedersehen.
Auf Wiedersehen. My German isn't good, but that's fine because nobody's gonna hear it anyway. How do I do laundry? Just out of curiosity. Because I've always just in the previous game gone to the bathhouses for that. Nope, I have no idea. The enemy is attacking from the left. The moment you can perform a perfect block attack from the right. When your opponent attacks from the right, you counterattack from the left. If he goes for a stab, you counter with an attack from above. Against an enemy attack from above, you go for a stab. Oh, so that... By attacking into the zone where your opponent's sword is, you increase his chance of executing a perfect block. Attacking with the opposite risks a master strike from him. Okay, so master strikes then are like hitting instead of doing a perfect block. which will then presumably do more damage.
I'm always glad to see polite people like you. God be with you.
Greetings.
But it'll leave me open for, you know, counterattacks if I mess it up somehow, because I will not be blocking. Understandable, but also a little bit complicated, and I think we're gonna stick with perfect blocks. Hello, good sir. I could have jumped on the wagon. Reckon that's a way to travel.
Hail, good man.
God be with you.
And with you. How about taking a break? Rest those legs and try your wits instead.
Sure, why not?
Come on, don't be shy. I won't bite.
That's a relief. What were you going to offer me?
Curiosity killed the cat. No shame in that, though. They call me Barley.
But satisfaction brought it back. Barley's a strange name.
You have a peculiar name.
If I were ordinary, well, that's just another way of saying boring. And boring's not for me.
I like him
wander
already.
the roads, collecting my riddles, and if I meet anyone I find interesting, I'll happily work a riddle on them.
Tell me a riddle then.
A riddle? Very well. Let's hear it.
Now, listen carefully. What belongs to you alone, but is used more often by others? Any idea?
Well, that's fairly easy. It's your sword.
My name.
Your name,
That's right.
of course.
You have a learned head on those shoulders. The robes of a priest would suit you better than a sword.
They really wouldn't, I assure you.
More's the pity. But down to business. I have a proposition for you. You deserve a reward for solving my riddle. Except, you've caught me flat broke. I can give you some of what little I have. Or teach you some of what I know. What'll it be?
You're offering knowledge? I will take knowledge. Thank you very
I'm
much.
always up for learning something new. What can you teach me?
I spend
'Cause
my
knowledge is
days on
power.
the roads and my nights in the taverns. What interests you more?
Taverns or travel? Well, I already have somewhere to sleep permanently. So travels, I guess?
Tell me about your experience on the road.
You can't beat a sturdy pair of shoes and a good supply of wine or ale with you. And keep an eye on the clouds. They can tell you if a big storm is brewing and whether you'll have time to find some shelter.
I'll bear that in mind.
And you'll stay dry. Farewell.
I mean, that seems like fairly common knowledge, but hey, it improved my survival a little bit. Not saying no to that. There's a camp over there of some kind. With people at it. But the graves are over here. According to my map, anyway. Yeah, that looks like a grave, alright. Start digging. Oh, okay. Don't mind if I do. The bailiff didn't have time to check it out, so... And I can just pick that up without it being stealing. Oh my god. I mean, the clothing was kind of shit, but... That's a flanged mace. That'll be pretty good when it's repaired. And, you know, once I'm strong enough to use it. Now what about the shield? It's certainly worth a lot. It's got more defense, but less durability. Decorated with a coat of arms of the Lord or other symbol. Will this count as stolen valor? I don't know. That's obviously not going to be better than the one I just bought. Neither is that. And nor are those. However, I do have the armor's kit, so let's fix that shield up. Oh. It's not gonna be fully fixed even. It's a bit unfortunate. Let's fix those up so I can sell them. That did not give any more defense, unfortunately. But I like the look of it a lot more. You know? It seems more knightly. So I'm gonna go with that. Is this another grave? Oh, hang on. That one says Rob. So I guess I'm not digging that up. But this one didn't. This is all very confusing. Get some flowers while I'm here, why not? Because, yeah, the tutorial from earlier told me I could dry herbs. So I want to dry some herbs. Maybe make some savior schnapps further down the line. I think I needed thistles for that. Didn't I? Or was it nettles? I think it was nettles, now that I think about it. Still, if nothing else, I can sell them. And the sage is useful for the chamomile brew. So, you know what? I think I'm gonna stop it there for now. I've been streaming for 3.5 hours. However, I will continue a little bit on my own here, but I'm not gonna do any story or questline stuff. I'm just gonna run around exploring a bit, picking some flowers, maybe do a little bit more work in the blacksmith. You know, just try to earn a little bit more money so that we're on good footing for the next episode, whenever that ends up being, which is probably not going to be in too long because I'm enjoying this game, and you know, it's a thing. That said, though, thanks to Dread here for tagging along for as far as he did. And I shall see you next time. Have a good one. Bye-bye.